Daneyboy98 videos.
It's my birthday, everyone!
No, it ain't. Your birthday was on November 27th, dummy.
Not only is it my birthday today, but this video is actually quite special. You see, this is actually my 100 subscriber special! Okay, settle down. And since it's my 100 subscriber special and my birthday, I feel like making another top 10 list. More specifically, a top 10 list on my favorite voice actors of all time.
Ah, voice actors. What's not to like about them? These people make up the very foundations of our favorite animated characters, whether they be from kid shows, other animated shows, or films. These people help give these characters a personality.
Before we get started, just to be clear, this list will consist of my personal favorite voice actors, not yours. So, if you don't agree with this list, that's fine, as we all have different opinions, and we shouldn't be criticized for it. And who knows, maybe if you want, you can make your own list. Just whatever you do, don't shove your opinions down other throats. Also, I'll be including anime voice actors in this list, since, well, lots of us watch anime, and there's some of those voice actors that voice in Western animation. However, actors who mostly appear in live-action films and TV, and lend their voice to in animations and live-action movies on the odd occasion, will not be included. Sorry, James Earl Jones, you're great as Mufasa and Darth Vader, but you're not on this list. So, without further ado... What the hell? Ah!
Howdy.
PhantomStrider?
Hey Danny boy, I heard you were making a top 10 list.
Oh, yeah, I am. How did you know?
Well, you see, I'm from the future.
What?
Nah, I'm just messing with you. Who told me?
Oh, well, yeah, I'm actually making a list of my top 10 voice actors of all time.
Is that so? Well then, I wonder who that could be.
You'll see. Anyway, here is Daneyboy98's.
Top 10 voice actors of all time.
Hey, that was my line. Number 10.
Hank Azaria. Let's start off this list with a representative from the longest running animated series,
The Simpsons!
This guy is the voice of over 35 characters in the Simpsons franchise, and just so happens to voice some of my favorite characters in the Simpsons series, like Professor Frink, Mo Sizlak, Apu, Dr. Nick.
Hi everybody!
Hi, Dr. Nick!
And even Frank Grimes. How could I not include him in this list?
Some of his other roles include Carl, Snake, Disco Stew, and Duffman. He's even done some occasional stand-up shows.
However, I don't really watch The Simpsons anymore, so I don't really know how his characters are going in the show so far. This is because, well, I feel like The Simpsons is getting a bit overrated.
Oh, shut up. Hello?
If I ever find out who you are, I'm gonna shove a sausage down your throat and stick starving dogs in your butt.
Number 9.
Christine Cavanaugh. Christine's most notable roles include Chucky in Rugrats, Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory, Oblina from Real Monsters, and even the titular character from the movie Babe. I grew up watching these cartoons, so she holds a special place in my heart. Unfortunately, I didn't get to hear more of her voice work as she retired in 2001, which to me really sucked.
However, it gets even sadder when you find out what happened to her recently.
Oh. Right.
You see, 3 days before Christmas back in 2014, she sadly lost her battle to leukemia. This hurt me quite a bit as she voiced Chucky, who was my favourite character in Rugrats, and so was Dexter in Dexter's Lab, What was really surprising is that the announcement of her death flew under the radar, which saddened me even more. May she rest in peace.
Number 8.
Dan Green. Whenever I think of Dan Green, I mostly think of Yu-Gi-Oh! Since, well, obviously because he's the guy that provides the voice to the main character in his alter ego. Well, that's who I mostly recognize him as. He hasn't had a wide variety of voice roles in the past, like the actors will be coming up shortly, but he does have a huge following for his role in Yu-Gi-Oh! As Yugi Yami. Some of his other roles include the previous voice for Knuckles the Echidna in the Sonic series, Entei in the third Pokemon movie, and Mortu in the 2003 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series. He has taken a step back from voice acting to help raise his children, as sadly, his wife died due to complications from childbirth. This makes me feel really sorry for the guy, as I watched Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot when I was a kid, which makes the current situation he's in quite tear-jerking. Praying for you, Dan.
Number 7.
Richard Stephen Horvitz. For those of you who don't know who this man is, he provides the voice of Chaos from Skylanders, Billy from The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, and most notably, Zim from Invader Zim, which happens to be PhantomStrider's favourite Nickelodeon cartoon.
Yep, Invader Zim is certainly among my absolute favourite Nickelodeon cartoons.
Though once you hear this guy's voice in a cartoon, you'll probably mostly recognise him as Zim, because, well, some of his roles sound the same. But there's nothing wrong with that, as you'll know who he is when you hear his voice.
Number 6.
Sean Schimmel and Christopher Sabat. Okay, this entry is a tie for number 6, as both of these guys provide the voice of my favourite characters in Dragon Ball Z, who happen to be Goku and Vegeta respectively. I'll admit that Dragon Ball Z was the first ever anime I watched growing up, so I think you can see why these guys are on the list. Sean's other roles in anime include King Kai in the same anime, Gaston in Berserk, which I would recommend watching if you have a weak stomach, and Shigeru from Yu Yu Hakusho. While Christopher's other roles consist of Piccolo in Dragon Ball Z, Zoro in One Piece, and Colonel Armstrong in Fullmetal Alchemist. And to think, if it wasn't for Dragon Ball Z having such a huge fan base, these guys probably wouldn't be well recognized for their work.
Number 5.
Mel Blanc.
Ah, the man of 1,000 voices.
Okay, so far on this list, I'm the one who's been explaining what the voice actor is like. But, just this once, I'm gonna let Strider do the honors.
Why, thank you, Danny boy. Mel Blanc is simply the grandfather of cartoon voice actors. The way he would transform his voice and immerse in the role of Bugs, Daffy, and every other Looney Tunes character was amazing. He was so immersed in the roles, in fact, that when he was in a car accident, the doctors woke him out of his coma by calling him Bugs Bunny. He responded by waking up from his coma to say, what's up, Doc? Now that is one amazing voice actor.
To be honest, when I first researched about Mel Blanc about 4 years ago, I was surprised at how many characters he voiced, from Bugs Bunny to George Jetson. In fact, I may be labelled an idiot for saying this, but I had no idea he voiced Tweety as well. But I guess you learn something new every day.
Another interesting fact is he actually didn't like carrots. He would actually chew a carrot and spit it out in the voice acting because he hated carrots so much.
Wait, what?
Number 4. Travis Willingham. Travis can probably be considered the gentle giant of anime voice acting. Some of Travis's roles include, most notably, Roy Mustang from FMA, the current voice for Knuckles the Echidna in the Sonic series, Porcus the Ace in One Piece, and Guile in the Street Fighter series. Just like with Richard, once you hear his voice in an anime or cartoon or video game, you'll instantly recognize him. And so when I said that he's a gentle giant, I discovered that he's around 6'4" and would be one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. I even got a selfie with him at Supernova earlier in November, and he's taller than me. Not by a lot.
Shut up!
Number 3. Nolan North. Most people would know him as the voice of Nathan Drake in the Uncharted series. He can also be known as Deadpool in various Marvel animated series, and the video game of the same name.
Dude, fuck math. Just use all of it.
David in the highly acclaimed game The Last of Us, and many, many more. I'm serious, if there's any animated film or series that you've watched in the past 10 years, he's in at least one of them. Even in some roles that I had no idea he voiced. I couldn't mention them, but you get the idea. I forgot to say hi to my friend Cheesy Garlic Man when he left Supernova earlier in the day. This is just one of the many reasons as to why Nolan North has earned a spot on my list.
Number 2.
Okay, deciding who were going to be the top 2 in this list was quite easy. But finding out who was going to get the top spot was just so hard. Okay, so my number 2 spot in this list goes to
Vic Mignogna. What can I say about this guy? He is just so amazing in his voice roles. What he's best known for in anime would be Edward Elric in Full Metal Alchemist, Broly in Dragon Ball Z, Rin in the anime Free and the sequel series Free Eternal Summer, and Tamaki from Ouran High School Host Club.
What's the matter? You look a little down.
Heck, I'm even such a fan of his that when he came down to the Gold Coast back in April for Supernova, I was just so hyped up for him. I'm not even kidding. I went to his Q&A, got his signature, got his concert DVD, and I got a picture with him.
Jeebus.
I know, right? He's just so cheerful and friendly to everyone he meets. I don't think I have ever met someone like him in my entire life. He's just that good. Plus, he beat Todd Habercorn in a swimming match. Before we get to the number 1 spot, let's have a look at some honourable mentions. Frank Welker. Frank has been voice acting for a very long time, and is sometimes mentioned as the greatest voice actor of the 20th century. He's even the voice of some of my most memorable characters of my childhood, like Fred from Scooby-Doo, and Megatron from Transformers. Kathy Westlock. Anime fans would mostly know her as the voice of Nia in Death Note, and bronies would mostly know her as the voice of Spike the Dragon from MLP. Well, I haven't really seen much of Kathy's voice work, so I don't know much about her career. Plus, I would have only put her on the list for voicing Spike. What can I say? I love the little fella! Billy West. I mostly know him as Philip J. Fry, Dr. Zoidberg, and Professor Farnsworth from Futurama. But some other roles of his include Stimpy from Ren and Stimpy, and Bugs Bunny and Elmer Fudd in the Space Jam movie. So, a special mention to him.
And my number 1 voice actor of all time is... Okay, Strider, I'm going to let you have a guess at who my number 1 voice actor is. I'll give you 3 hints.
Alright, let's hear them.
Hint 1. This person began voice acting at the age of 13.
Yep.
Hint 2. This person has been considered the voice of many people's childhoods.
Okay, got that.
In hint 3, this person voices the titular character of a franchise that has a huge fan base. No, not him.
Oh, wait, is it?
No, not her either.
Oh, you mean?
Yep, the one, the only, and the beautiful.
Tara Strong. What else do I have to say about her except I like this woman a lot. But not in the stalker kind of way. None of that. Starting her career at the young age of 13 years old, Tara had only just begun to have a big part in the world of voice acting as we know today. You see, Tara's been a special part of my childhood, like some of the others previously. She's voiced some of my most memorable animated characters growing up, of course, like Bubbles from the original Powerpuff Girls, Timmy Turner in Fairly Odd Parents, Harley Quinn in the animated Batman series and the video games, and most recently, Ashi in the final season of Samurai Jack. Of course, Bronies we mostly know her as Twilight Sparkle from MLP FIM. What I really love about Tara is the fact that she continues to put smiles on people's faces with her roles, whether they be kids or adults.
Tara has had an incredible impact on so many childhoods. Sometimes, growing up, I wouldn't even realise how many times I'd heard her voice, but her pleasant, sweet voice would always make a memorable character. From Bubbles to Twilight Sparkle to Tootie, I have a lot of respect for the dedication Tara Strong has put into her voice acting over the years.
In fact, Tara is one of my inspirations for wanting to get into voice acting in the future. With her wide variety of roles and her influence on people's lives, it has earned Tara Strong the title of my #1 voice actor of all time.
And that was my top 10 list. By the way, thanks for the help, Strider.
No problem, Danny boy. Congratulations on 100 subscribers as well. Oh, before I go, I've got one thing to say to you, Danny boy.
Yeah?
Happy birthday.
Oh, thanks a lot.
See you next time.
I like your shirt. Cheerio.